Identity, Why and for What Good? A Dhillon Marty Foundation workshop held at the 2017 World Humanities Conference in Liege, Belgium, August 9, 2017. The group consisted of educators, parents, high school students, and professionals, aged 13 to 70, from North and South America, Africa, Europe, and Asia. Everyone came from diverse backgrounds and for the most part were strangers. For many of the participants, their country of residence, their current nationality, and their country of origin were not the same. The workshop consisted of 3 parts. In the first part, participants filled out 1 questionnaire for their official identity and 1 questionnaire for their personal identity. They then took a passport-style photo to accompany their information on an identity card to be sent to them after the workshop. In the second part, without talking to their neighbor, they filled out a short questionnaire about their neighbor, including questions about both their official and personal identities. They then discussed with their neighbor to check their answers and talk about the reasoning behind their assumptions about their neighbor's identity. In the third part, a 2-hour group discussion regarding the above questionnaires and people's personal beliefs and feelings on identity, why, and for what good was held. A summary of the discussion. The effects of colonialism and imperialism on the connection between nationality, ethnicity, and racial identities. The older group, in their 40s or above, were more emotionally charged about the connection between race, ethnicity, and nationality than the younger group, in their 30s or below, which were more matter-of-fact, objective, and reflective. The 30s and below were more focused on where do we go next and were objective when discussing stereotypical identities. The 40s and above were more focused on the past. The younger group viewed nationality as a means of belonging, while the older group connected it to nationalism and its detriment to society. Due to the demographic of the most interactive participants, the discussion was steered towards racism and colonialism. This may have discouraged others that don't relate from talking. The benefits of being multicultural. If 2 people are multicultural but have different cultural identities, the identity of being multicultural itself can bond people due to their shared experiences. The idea of us and them when it comes to emigration and immigration. A person is seen as a foreigner in their country of origin and as a foreigner in the country they immigrate to. With technology, the contributors to a child's identity and education is no longer limited to their physical environment. For example, it's no longer the responsibility of solely parents, school teachers, the Ministry of Education, and so on. Identities are used to allocate resources, which makes identities so important to us and causes tension and conflict. For example, within the Caribbean itself, there are identity divisions based on countries' natural resources. We need to accept and understand diverse identities and ensure that we don't create a hierarchy of identities, as that is where the tension lies. Identity is used for 2 reasons: to group people in order to allocate resources, and to provide people with a sense of belonging and community.